We are done with our transformation to build our AI platform and move our customers over to it. And that's led to expanding gross margins, positive EBITDA, cash flow positive quarter, and all that on the backs of launching new products and offerings like identity detection and response. So we're thrilled with what we were able to deliver, and we're nowhere close to done yet.
And maybe for our listeners who aren't as well acquainted with what Secureworks does, cybersecurity, obviously a broad church. Tell us a little bit about what you do, who your customers are, whether, of course, it's businesses or you protecting individuals, for example, with their own cyber hygiene.
So we do protect businesses and nonprofit organizations around the globe. We operate in about 60 countries around the world, and we provide a holistic approach to security for customers. In the industry parlance, it's called managed detection and response, but it is what it is. Across their entire technology estate, we can detect any security events or possible security events, help them proactively manage their security posture to prevent breaches from happening, and help them in the event that something does occur, someone clicks on that phishing link, we're able to respond quickly again to prevent any exfiltration of data or deployment of ransomware, to keep those customers secure 24/7, 365.
Before we go any further, Wendy, got to ask about some news that came out late last month from Reuters. Dell Tech exploring a possible sale of Secureworks, according to Reuters. They cited unidentified people familiar with the matter. Shares of Secureworks that day jumped as much as 35%. It was an intraday record. We do know that Dell holds pretty much all the company's Class B shares, so they do have about 80% of the company. And they explored a sale of Secureworks back in 2019. Help us and our investors understand what's going on here.
Sure, there's no shortage of rumors in our technology space and security in particular. And while I can't comment on speculations that come and go years past or currently, I can say that our shareholders talk to us about how pleased they are with the value that we have created in the business, and that they are looking toward the future when the stock can really start to reflect that change in the underlying business. We are absolutely at an inflection point, focused on executing our business strategy, have completed this transformation and turned profitable. So it's not a surprise to me that the shareholder base is interested in the stock and sort of waiting for that inflection point to hit. And we've got the capital structure we need today and tomorrow to be able to deliver that for shareholders.
As a publicly traded company, you have the capital structure.
We do, absolutely. I always view capital structure as a tool, not a goal.
Okay.
And the backing that we have had and continue to have from Dell is an important thing for us, but it is not. It's not everything to who we are as a company. We were able to make this incredible investment in our platform, some $250 million, in building out this AI-powered technology for security detection and response. And that support has been tremendous from both our shareholders and from Dell as our biggest shareholder. But it is not the thing that makes or breaks our ability to stay ahead of the adversary or to become profitable, to grow our revenue. All of those are moving in the right direction. And like I said, it's important to think of capital structure as a tool, not a goal.
Well, let's talk about some of the risks that are out there in the cybersecurity space. Of course, we are counting down to the U.S. presidential election, less than 2 months to go. How are you viewing the threat landscape amid those upcoming elections?
Sure. So it is an important time in terms of a couple of areas of threat around elections in particular. So we think of things around the ability to use generative AI in particular right now for social engineering and sort of those phishing emails that are so much better personalized, potentially scraping social media information about you, and also used for what we call information operations, right? Political misinformation or interference in some way. And we do certainly see recent campaigns exposed by different law enforcement agencies, both in the US and overseas, targeting both the Trump and the Harris campaigns. These actions are to be expected. the difference is our ability to see, prevent damage from those, quickly communicate around those so that the wider community is aware of those. It's so important to ensuring that we don't undermine even the perception of the integrity of our elections, because our elections, they are secure. And so between law enforcement, the private security community, this is something that we're going to be particularly vigilant about now through November.